Wow, good morning, class. Good morning, audience at home. You're welcome to Social Studies class, and my name is Motunrayo Oladele, and I believe it's going to be fun. Before we move on to what we have for today, I have some discussion questions there for us to think and to ponder about. In our last lesson, we discussed about community. Can you still remember what a community is? A community is a place where we live, we play, and we work. And we discussed the different types of communities that we have. Then we mentioned the rural area, the urban area, and the suburban area. Have you ever thought of what it takes for us to live in a community? Have you ever thought of that? For us to live successfully in a community, what do you think that we need? For us to be comfortable in a community, what do you think we need? Okay? And where do you think these things come from? Remember I said, what does it take to live in a community? And where do those things that we need come from? Now, to answer that question, what does it take to live in a community? Before you can live comfortably in a community, there must be provision of water, there must be shelter, where you can hide your head, where you can lay your hands. There must be clothing, there must be food. And now the second question says, where do these things come from? All these things we are talking about, the shelter, the food, they are all regarded as resources. Whatsoever you need to be comfortable in your environment, that you need for you to be comfortable in your environment, is resources. And where do we get them from? Where do we get these resources from? All right, today, so because of this will now take us to a topic that says resources in my community. Can I hear you say that? Oh, wow, that's so good. So let us find out more about resources and the various types of resources that we have. Our learning objectives today are, at the end of the lesson, the pupil should be able to say the meaning of resources. That's number one. Secondly, identify resources in the community. Third, recognize different types of resources and give various examples of each. So, what do we mean by resources? Resources are the things that we use to produce items that we need. Resources are the things that we use to produce the items that we need. For example, to get this class on now, the resources I use are, I use my phone, I use my social study textbook, and lots more. So whatever you need to produce something is what we call resources. Now, I use my primary social study textbook to prepare this lesson. That means the primary social study textbook that I use is part of the resources that I use. I hope you are getting along. So, when we now talk about resources in our communities, what does that mean? If resources are those things that you need to produce what you need, so what does it mean? When we are talking about resources in our community, and we know that community is a place where we live, where we play together, where we work. So, we therefore say that resources in my community are everything available in my environment that satisfy my needs. Everything in my environment that satisfy my need is called resources in my environment. We can also say that Resources in our community are assets in a community that help us to meet certain needs of people. They can also be regarded as the facility that offers services for betterment and safety of the community. Whatsoever we use for the betterment and safety of the community is what we refer to as resources in the community. Examples are public parks, people, hospitals, law enforcement agencies, recreation centers, etc., etc. We have lots of them. Now today we are looking at resources in the following ways: natural resources, human resources, then we also look at raw materials. What do we mean by natural resources? Natural resources are those things that can be used in their natural form and are valuable to human beings. Take note, they must be those things. They are those things that can be used in the way they are and they are valuable to human beings. These resources can be found in nature and can be used to make different kinds of products. Example is coal. We have limestone, we have crude oil, and so on and so forth. Now, these are examples of natural resources. We have corn, we have corn, we have trees, we have sand, we have iron, and we have lots to make from them. From corn, you can get your cornmeal, you can get your popcorn, you can get your corn oil, blah blah blah, and so on. From trees, you can get your chairs and table, your furniture, your paper, your wood. From sand, you can get cement, and you can get your glass. Likewise, from iron, we can make our tools. Now, let's go to human resources. Human resources are people who use their skills to produce goods and services. They are the people. They are not inanimate objects. They are human beings. They are people. They are not animals. They are not things, but they are people that use their intellect, that use their skills, their ability to produce goods and services. Remember, we said natural resources are those things that we find in their nature and they are valuable to human beings. Meanwhile, human resources are those people who use their skills to produce goods and services. Example, we have teachers, we have musicians, we have bricklayers, we have nurse, doctor, mechanic, and so on and so forth. There are so many professions. There are so many occupations under these resources. Anyone who work and earn money, anyone who render goods and services for the betterment of the society, of the community, is called human resources. And these people use their abilities to make money. Like I said earlier on, if you look at the picture here now, you're going to see lots of them. You're going to see so many people here. We call all these people human resources. Can I hear you say human resources? That's fine. So we call them human resources. Now, let's go to raw materials. Raw materials are those resources that can be used to produce other things. We call them raw material because they are not in their finished state. We still need to work on them for us to get more things. We have so many examples of that. We have cocoa. Cocoa is one of the raw material. When we refine, when we are through with cocoa, when we process it, we get a lot of things. We get Milo, we get chocolate, so many things from cocoa. Also, we have Wheat. We have wheat, and from wheat we can get lots of things. So we have so many of them here. There are raw materials. Any unfinished product is called raw material. They are raw material because they are not yet in their finished state. Ways of developing our resources. How do we develop our resources? Now, for example, we have crude oil. When we process our crude oil, we can get petrol, gas, diesel, and what do we use those things for? Is it valuable to us? Is it useful? Yes. With petrol, we can fuel our cars, our generator. So also we can get gas from there, with which we run so many things. Like in our kitchen, we use it to cook. So many things. They are all valuable. And also from trees, when we process it, we can get wood. And thereabouts, from the wood, we get furnitures. We make our furniture, our table, chair, cabinets, wardrobe, and lots more. And finally, from our food crops, we have yam. From yam, you can get yam porridge, you can get yam flour. We have beans, you can get beans flour. You can make moimoi from there. We have vegetables and so on and so forth. So today we have been able to look at resources in our communities. I hope you can name some resources within your community. Examples of resources are water, limestone, we have coal, and lots more and lots more. Now, my assignment to you is to look around your community where you live and identify the resources you can find there. Till I see you in the next class, have fun and keep safe.